Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. Excuse me. I didn't take my Claritin the other day, and so it's affecting me. Um, but good afternoon. I hope everything is going good with everybody. I hope everything is going good with everybody. Everything is going pretty good with me. I'm a little tired. I've been working out. My body is still sore, but you know, I'm still pushing through. Went outside and got in that yard yesterday, and like I said, I didn't take my Claritin, which I didn't know I had allergies until not too long ago, and I can feel it. So y'all forgive me if I'm a little lethargic and all of that kind of stuff, but I'm gonna do my best to make it through. I hope everybody is having a good day though. Of course, I want to talk about Ironetta Wright. Uh, I don't really want to talk about Ironetta Wright because I don't know her. I don't know her. I've never met her, face to face. Never met her. Never sat down and had a conversation with her. Maybe I'll take the opportunity to do that, especially now that everything is going on. But I definitely want to talk a little bit about this whole situation with her. I don't have any deep insight, but I'll share my thoughts and I'll listen to yours. Um, I do want to talk about. I saw the story where an 18-year-old was shot and killed in North College Hill. So I definitely want to talk about that a little bit. And then other than that, I just kind of want to ramble a little bit. Other than that, I just kind of want to ramble a little bit. And, if you feel like it, you can give me a call, 513-717-5464, 513-717-5464. That's the number to get on board. Of course, as you know, I start the show by saying hello to the people. So let me start by saying hello to the people. Let's see. We got Dwayne. Dwayne, good afternoon. He's representing Mount Airy. Anthony, good afternoon. Anthony's representing the Wood. My OSHA says, hello. Well, hello, my OSHA. Good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Phyllis, good afternoon, Phyllis. Good to see you there. Anthony, did I already say Anthony? Yeah, I already said Anthony. Pat, good afternoon, Pat. Good afternoon. I appreciate you. Preston, I see you there. Good afternoon. Representing Avondale. He headed home to Avondale. Can't beat that. David in the house. Good afternoon, David. David is representing Westchester today. We got Color Me Bert in the house. I can't put that up, but I see you there, sticking your head out the side. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We got Daryl. Daryl in the house. Daryl's representing the good section of Forest Park, which I have it on good authority. That does not exist. You can't call in from a fictitious place. Lewis, good afternoon, representing the barbershop in Springdale. All right. Lewis Talbert, good afternoon. Thank you for checking out the show. Blade. You can't even, who is Jim Jones? Just put an ass on it. Come on, man. Just look over it before you hit the send button. It don't take but a couple seconds. But thank you for joining the show. We got, that's Phyllis replying. Pamela in the house. Pamela, good afternoon. Representing North Avondale. Thank you for joining the show. I appreciate you. Mike Ballard, Sr., representing Woodlawn. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you checking me out. I'm going to try to be worthy today. Jacqueline, good afternoon, Jacqueline. Good afternoon. Jacqueline's representing Evanston. Got Jack in the house. Say what up. We trickling in. He's representing Kenwood. All right. Jack, you ain't hated on me real good in a few days, man. I'm beginning to feel like you don't care. Come on, bro. You got to throw some hate in here. Look, some of your jabs be good. And I keep telling people, I don't mind people taking jabs at me. And funny is funny. Bro, some of your stuff be funny. Come on, man. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Um, let's see. Sean in the house. I know Sean is representing Atlanta. Good afternoon, Sean. I appreciate you checking out the show. We got Tria. Tria. She says, hey, King and crew. She's representing Columbia Township. Tria, thank you for being in the classy wing of the Afternoon Experiment chat studios. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Her wing over there, they got like finger sandwiches and stuff like that. That's not the rich wing with my OSHA. They got service that make them whole meals. But in her wing, they got like little finger sandwiches cut in triangles and shit. So thank you for checking out the show and for being classy, representing Columbia Township. We got Regina in the house. Regina, good afternoon, representing Madisonville. I appreciate you as well, Regina, for checking out the show. Because I know all of y'all could be doing something else, even if just sitting there staring into blankness. You know what I'm saying? Zoning out. Y'all could all be doing something different, but y'all chose to spend a few minutes, maybe, few seconds, maybe, few hours, maybe, with me. I appreciate it. Jacqueline, Cincinnati doesn't and has never embraced change, especially when a person of color is in charge. Well, I'm going to discuss that in a few minutes. But thank you for checking out the show. I appreciate you. And we're going to come back to that. Trust me. Nat Turner. It's Turnah. See, it's not Turner. It's not Nat Turner. It's Nat Turner. And when you say Nat Turner, you got to use that voice. What you looking at, Nat Turner? You know, so Nat representing Madisonville. Good afternoon, Nat. Good afternoon. We got Terry in the house representing downtown. Good afternoon, Terry. Appreciate you. Diane in the house. Diane representing Covington. Good afternoon, Diane. Good afternoon. DeWanda, I see you. I'm coming up to you. DeWanda, she says, good afternoon, Emanuel, and everyone. Good afternoon, DeWanda. Good afternoon. We got Rick in the house. Rick say, what up, E? What up, Rick? Ron in the house. Ron say, what up, Bama? I think Bama is an insult. I'm pretty sure being a Bama is not a good thing. Even though I lived in Alabama, I'm pretty sure being a Bama is a bad thing. I'm pretty sure. So I think you just insulted me. I have to think about how I'm going to respond. But good afternoon, Ron. We got Ben Thomas in the house. Afternoon, Your Highness and folks. Pleasant Ridge in the building. Ben is over there in that classy wing with Tria, representing Pleasant Ridge. Good afternoon. Olympia. Hello to all from Westchester. All right, Westchester in the house. Can't beat that. We got Drea, representing Sycamore Township. Good afternoon, Drea. Good afternoon. Lenora. Hold on. Lenora DeLions Williams Phelps. All right. Lenora representing Atlanta, the ATL. Good afternoon, Lenora. I can't really see your picture. Are you a married woman? I'm just asking because I wonder what married life is like in Atlanta. Because, you know, again, I've been to Atlanta. I've spent a little time in Atlanta. And it is like the homosexual black capital. And so I just always be wondering about stuff like that. Like, how is life for a married black woman in Atlanta? But thank you for checking out the show. Lenore says, I am married. All right. And everything, I mean, it's just like a normal marriage, even though you're in. Okay, I'm going to just leave that alone. Thank you for joining the show. I hope I didn't turn you off by asking my question. But I do have more questions. Stevan, representing Westwood. Good afternoon. Albert. And Lenore says, happily married. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. Albert, good afternoon, Albert. Good afternoon. Carolyn in the house. Good afternoon, Carolyn, representing East Walnut Hills. So we got Walnut Hills, East Walnut Hills, and West Walnut Hills all in the. Why can't y'all just come together? Can we have unity and have just one Walnut Hills? But Carolyn, thank you for joining the show. I appreciate you. Got Samuel representing East Walnut Hills. Good afternoon. LaDonna representing East Price Hill. Just so much separation. So much that separates us. Good afternoon, LaDonna. Good afternoon. Tria said you missed the superintendent today. Any new developments? I'm going to get into it in just a minute. I think I'm almost finished with the hellos. Jerica in the house. Always talking German. Damn, talk English. English. When you talking? Okay, I'm stopped. She says, hola, me familia. Hola to you too, Jerica. Yo, Underwood. Good afternoon. Representing the JC, you representing the Justice Center. It's not a pleasant place, but I appreciate you checking us out. Jeannie in the house. Good afternoon, Jeannie, and happy Tuesday to you. Let me see. I think I already said hello to Phyllis. Twin, good afternoon. Says, here we go, Mr. Extra Short Man Gorgeous. Well, thank you. I appreciate you for acknowledging my gorgeosity. I appreciate it. And thank you for checking us out. I appreciate that as well. No cussing today. We doing a no cussing show. Not really. But, Brenda in the house. Good afternoon, Brenda. Good afternoon. Is that it? Valerie in the house. Good afternoon, Valerie, representing Westwood. I appreciate you. We got Fame in the house from the Betting Public Sports Show. He says he's listening. He's representing the Hard Rock Casino. All right. And his legs are ashy. Put on some Vaseline, bro. Tessie says, hey, y'all. Hey, Tessie. Appreciate you checking us out. And Tessie want to know, what's a Bama? I'm not sure, but it feels like an insult. If you're not in Alabama, it definitely feels like an insult. Can you think of a complimentary way to call somebody a Bama? I can't. So I'm pretty sure it's an insult. I don't know exactly what it means, Tessie. But if somebody call you a Bama, they are not complimenting you. Let's see. We got Maria in the house representing North College Hill. Good afternoon, Maria. KCB in the house. Hey, E-Man, and all the S. I don't know. I'm assuming something happened to cut off the rest of what you were about to say. But KCB, I appreciate you checking out the show. Let's see. I think that's it. KCB representing Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Some people call it Arkansas, but I like Arkansas better. Let me see. I think that's about it. We got Lewis, C.K. Johnson. Devin Haney was cheated. All right. Thank you for checking out the show. And Jason in the house representing Fairfield. Jason representing Fairfield. I used to live in Fairfield, right? Oh, just under the wire while I was getting ready to cut them off, Shahara came in, says she's present, and she's representing Mason today. All right. So did everybody get an opportunity to listen to the superintendent of Cincinnati Public Schools on the Black Talk radio station in Cincinnati? I got a chance to listen to it. I have to say, you know what? I want to try to be positive. I'm not even going to give my full real response, right? I'm not going to give my full real response because people will say it's negative. But it's it's it would be real, not necessarily negative. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be positive. She was on, and it was great to have an opportunity to have her on and kind of defend herself. Although I am, no matter what I do, it's gonna sound negative because of the way that my brain works. I look at stuff a certain way, and I don't mean it to be negative. I just mean it to be like real. I want to. It's not even well thought out because of course, for those of you who are new who don't know, I have a job. In spite what people might lead you to believe in this chat, I have a job. And so I had to have one AirPod in one ear. And, sometimes I had to turn it down to get a good understanding of what's required and everything else that's going on. In my job, sometimes I'm editing audio, sometimes I'm editing video, sometimes I'm doing all kind of stuff. Okay? So I don't always get an opportunity to pay as close attention as I would like to. So I was listening, but the bottom line is it was good to have her on. And if I sound like I'm being negative, that's where I was going. I haven't fully given this much thought between, I listened to the local black talk radio station with the host there. I listened to that. And then I listened to Wyatt. There's this guy here locally. Well, sometime he local, sometime he not. He rich, so he can be wherever he want to be. But there's this guy here who does a show. His name is Randall Wyatt. He does a show called Wyatt Live, and I check him out afterwards. And so I listen to him. And so it doesn't give me time to really just sit down and think about and process what I heard. Okay? It doesn't, when I say, man, this is a well thought out response. I mean, I've sat with it, thought about it, mentally analyzed it, and looked at the positives and the negatives. And I haven't had an opportunity to do all of that. Right? So if it sounds negative, maybe as I process the information like out loud with you guys, what sounds negative will turn positive, and what sounds positive will turn negative. Because all I'm really doing, this is my first opportunity to stop. To stop and get an opportunity to process what I've heard. And you're hearing the process as it comes out. All right? I don't want to be negative. So, and trust me when I tell you, the thoughts that I'm having are not negative. Mostly. Okay, just get on with it then. I'm glad she had an opportunity to come in and defend herself. But my mind goes back to the Caucasian judge who came in, and she was literally applauded. Like literally, someone applauded. Well, go on, girl, go on, girl. I don't think that was the exact words, but that was kind of the sentiment. Like, yeah, go on, girl, go on, girl. What were they applauding? They were applauding the fact that she said one of the first things that this Caucasian lady judge said. Hey, man, you're talking about a Caucasian lady judge. We're talking about the superintendent. Just let me process, okay? Let me process out loud. The Caucasian lady judge said, almost right out the gate, look, I ain't got to answer to y'all. I don't have to justify what I do, and I don't have to defend the decisions that I make. Nobody in my office has to defend the decisions that we make to you or to nobody. We do what we do. Go on, girl. Shoot, go on, girl. Tell them, shoot, tell them. Like, that bothered me when she said it. I talked about it a little bit. It bothered me. And that has really bothered me from the time I heard it. Because I believe that public servants, which I know people don't, servants. Yes, you're a public servant. You are in a position to serve the public. You're not over the public. You serve the public. And for public servants to feel like I don't have to defend myself to the public. If the public has an issue with things that I do in my official capacity, I don't even have to explain it to them. Why? Because I don't. That's why. That attitude bothers me. So, okay, we applauded our Caucasian judge for saying, I don't have to explain shit to you. That's basically what she said. But then the superintendent is under a little fire, and it bothered me that to some degree, it's a little, you need to explain some stuff. You need to come in here and defend yourself. I'm like, wait, if the white lady didn't have to come in and defend herself and defend her positions and explain why she did this and explain why she did that and explain where money going and explain why decisions are being made, why do this black lady have to do it? Why? It bothers me. It bothers me. Look, I'm glad she did it. I'm glad she did it. And I guess my bother ain't on her side at all. I'm more bothered by the fact that we were cheering, some of us. We're cheering. Okay, some of y'all. We're cheering when the a juvenile court judge, a person that can sentence your child to all kind of things, said, I ain't got to explain a damn thing to y'all. Go on, girl. Tell them. Something in some of our mindsets that creates a situation where, like Shahara said, I see what you're saying, but it's a bit different. How? It's not different. It's the same. But somehow in some of our brains, we can make exceptions for certain people. Like, that's different. She doesn't have to explain. But look at her. She's got blonde hair. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, something about her, she don't have to explain. But something about us, we have to explain. And Shahara says again, it is different. How? I'm open to hear it. I would love to know how, because apparently I'm looking at it wrong. And I want to know, how is it different? How is it different? Preston says, it's not about race, because racism doesn't exist, remember? No, it's true. I haven't said the word racism. I haven't said anything about racism. Acknowledging that race itself exists is not the same as calling something racist. So it's not the same. I'm not saying that it's racist. I'm just saying I see I see a difference in the way let me be clear, in the way a lot of y'all black people processing this information. A lot of y'all are looking at it saying, the white lady don't have to explain or justify a damn thing. The black lady need to explain herself. And that bothers me. That's really all I'm saying about. That's almost the entire point that I'm making about that. It's not about the white lady herself. And it's not about the black lady herself. It's about some of y'all who see a difference. And if I'm wrong, explain to me what the difference is. I think if they're both public people with jobs as public servants, overseeing people who make decisions about our youth, they should both have to explain themselves when they do things that are potentially out of bounds. Shahara, she's going to explain. That judge doesn't have, what was it, like 97% of people who voted her no confidence. I'm going to take this point by point. There are a whole lot of people who are questioning things that are happening down at the juvenile court. That was one of the reasons that she was in the studio. One of the reasons that she was in the studio. Hold on, I have to put this up. Y'all know I like when Bald Bull. She has been a S superintendent. You don't know what you're talking about. She got CPS effed up. Explain how. So there are a lot of people who have issues with things going down at the juvenile court. For Bald Bull and Shahara, there are a whole lot of people who will tell you the juvenile court is effed up. So, again, what's the difference? But the superintendent does. So people want to know why there's such a high percentage of people voting no confidence. People want to know why so many people don't have faith in the juvenile court system either. I don't understand the difference. I don't understand the difference. I would say as a group of people, how many of y'all have confidence in the juvenile court system down there? How many? Show of hands. How many of y'all are looking at the juvenile court system thinking, man, they got it all together down there. I love what they're doing. How many? Show of hands. So I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. It's the same. It's the same. Shahara says they may be questioning, but there's no official vote of 97% no confidence by union people. Have you seen those numbers? Have you seen those numbers? Tell me what the numbers are. Because you don't know that 97% of the union voted no confidence. You've been told that 97% of the people who voted no confidence. But without actually seeing any numbers, how do you know that to be true? That makes a big difference. How? How does it make a big difference if you don't even know that to be true? I just did a poll here, and there was 0% confidence in the juvenile court system. So that would mean 100% no confidence. So what's the difference? Just people can always make excuses for certain people. I promise y'all, I'm not saying it. I'm just saying I don't understand it. But, okay, that aside. And Bald Bull says it's apples and oranges. They're both fruit. You're right, it's apples and oranges. But you can't compare the two. They both got seeds. They both sweet. They both relatively round. They both grow on trees. And you can go on and on and on. You can compare and contrast apples and oranges. You've been letting people tell you can't compare apples and oranges, but that's not true. Now, okay, so yes, I had an issue with the fact that some of us felt like she should be compelled to explain herself, but I'm glad she did. I'm glad that she did. I would have loved to have heard more questions in particular, specific questions about some of the, I'm going to say, charges that were levied against her. Like, if it were me, I would have maybe went back, like if Ironetta Wright said, Emanuel, I will come on your show. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, believe it or not, I'm going to go back and I'm going to listen to the local black talk radio station when they had the union rep. And I'm going to take some notes and I'm going to write down everything that the union rep said. And so when she comes in, I'm going to be like, okay, they said this. How do you answer that? And I'm not just going to be and I'm not saying that the local host was this. I'm not saying, but I'm not going to be a pushover because that would be my role as the interviewer. Hold on. They said you got a private driver. First, is that true? Second, why do you need a private driver? Is this something that everybody else has had? But if money is tight, why can't you just drive yourself around? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to push back on her. I'm going to push back because I want to give her every opportunity to dispel any myths that were put out there. There are still so many things, so many questions. And when the union rep was on, it was one of those days when I was real busy, and so I couldn't focus as much as I wanted to on everything. But it was certain things that I was hearing, and I was like, okay, if she comes on, I'm certain that'll be addressed. And some of it wasn't, and that was a little disappointing. That was a little disappointing. But at the same time, kind of to defend the host a little bit, he don't really have a staff, because that's the kind of stuff that a production staff would do, or an editorial staff or whatever. They would go through and they would be like, okay, here's some questions. Here's some, here's what was said about her. Here's some questions that you can ask her, give her an opportunity to defend herself. Here's some things that you can push back on and whatever. So, to kind of defend that person, I'll say there's no staff to help. So it's not a whole lot that you can expect. Could you expect more if this were like a person of normal intelligence? Yes. But I mean, it is what it is. You get what you get. So, okay. There was that. Now, with regard to, I guess, kind of the content of what she has to do and what she says. She seemed very well put together. Some people say, well, she seemed like she was prepared. Well, I would hope she was prepared, but she didn't. She sounded, I'll be honest, she sounded, and I typed this in when the interview was going on. She did sound a little shocked, confused, and hurt even by the allegations. And that might have just been acting. I didn't get the feeling that it was, but you know me, I try to make room for everything because I try to keep an open mind about stuff. So it might have been acting and all that kind of stuff. I didn't get the feeling that it was, but let's assume that it wasn't. That she was actually expressing how she felt. I'm like, it feel like they blindsided her. Like, what I'm saying? You ever been in a situation where somebody was, and I'm going to use the term set up, where somebody was setting you up? And, what I'm saying? You working. I've been in this position. I'm not going to say who was setting me up or who was trying to set me up. But I've been in the position where it's like, okay, well, what do you want to do? And they want to do this and they want to do that and they want to do this. And okay, everything is good and we got exactly what we need. Yeah. And then you go into the meeting and then they like, well, he won't even talk to me. And you like, hold on, but we've been meeting. What do you mean? I thought everything was cool. I thought that we had worked everything out and everything was rolling the way you wanted it to roll. Like, what do you mean? I'm shocked, confused, and hurt because you led me to believe, like you had ample opportunity to say, I'm not happy with the way this is going. But you led me to believe that you were happy with the way things were going. You were happy with all the preparation for this thing. And then when you get in the position where you can try to sabotage me, now you wasn't happy with nothing. Everything was wrong. Everything I did was wrong. Everything I said was bad. Or we ain't even talked as much as we should and all that kind of stuff. And that kind of was the feeling that I got from her, like, hold on, they saying that I don't communicate with them. They saying I don't talk to them. They saying I won't work with them. We meet every month. Our meetings go pretty good. I thought we was working well together. I don't agree with everything they say, but I listen to everything they say and then give them feedback, and we try to work towards the common goal. And then to just out of nowhere look up and they like fire her ass. And I'm like, fire her? You know what I'm saying? And so, hold on, y'all know, when he posts something, I got to put it up, y'all. I got to put it up. This is my entertainment for the show. You still sound bitter, Ian. Get over it. All you had to do was get a shot to keep your job. Ain't nobody talking about that. What are you talking about? Bald bull. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Hold on. Where are them COVID zombies? Bald bull. What are you talking about? We're talking about, don't you get me off the subject. We're talking about the superintendent. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. If you could clarify that for me, I would appreciate it. But what was I saying? I was saying, like, yeah, when you really think about it, it sounds, and if she was acting, she need to quit as superintendent and go audition for some roles. Go audition for some roles. Didn't you just imitate Lincoln's voice? I didn't imitate nobody's voice. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you got somebody on your mind and heart. But if she was acting, she need to go audition for some roles. Because I felt like they done set her up. So then the question becomes, at least for me, who set her up and why? Who set her up and why? Who gains from her not being there? And just based on the stuff that they said. I mean, according to her, and again, this is according to her. I'm not stating this as a fact. I'm saying according to her, things are improving. Like chronic tardiness and absenteeism is getting better. Scores apparently are getting better. I think she said graduation rates getting better. So then, who benefits from her getting the boot? If all the metrics that we use are improving, who benefits from her getting the boot? And I'll be honest, the only people I can think of, and I hate, the only people I can think of are people who want to see the school system be bad. Or people who, well, no, because she said, because one of the things they were talking about was her contracts and stuff like that, purchasing and all outside people and whatnot. But if I recall correctly, she says some of that stuff they talking about, that don't even go through her. And some of that stuff was done before she even got there. So she's getting blamed for stuff that happened before she got there. I can't remember the organization apparently that was brought in. And she said, like, you know, in essence, what she said is, I might have brought the same organization in if it was up to me, but they had already brought that organization in before I got there. And well, that's the organization that George W. Bush and that when Michelle Dillingham, She was talking about the organization, and it's an organization. I believe it's the same organization. It's an organization that George W. Bush, and she brought them in. And basically what she's saying is, I didn't bring them in. No, they was brought in before I got there. I might have brought them in because I've worked with them before, and they seem to be doing a good job, but I didn't bring them in. So how y'all gonna blame me for bringing people in that I didn't even bring in? So I'm like, is this a money thing? Is this a control thing? What is this? Is this we want the kids to fail and you look like you're going in the right direction, so you got to go? I would hate to believe that that's the what, 6 unions position. Like, nah, we need to fail in school. And you look like you about to take this school out of failing. So I don't know if that's it. It don't make sense that would be it. It's a money thing. Cause you not putting enough money in, I guess, our pockets. I mean, that's reasonable that would be the reason. That's reasonable that would be the reason. But I don't know. It really is baffling. Again, I would have loved for there to be some more questions, some more pertinent questions about those things, the things that they're saying we want her gone for. Like, let's talk to her about the things that they want her gone for, as opposed to just stroking her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're wonderful. Oh, you're amazing. And we got your back. No. Ask her them hard questions. Ask her them hard questions. But again, that's why I never got interviews. Even to a lot of people that I was friendly towards, I didn't get those interviews because I would have been asking them so that, when people like me or people much smarter than me are analyzing this stuff, they could have looked at it and said, here's what they said she did. Here's what she said she did. Let's go back and see how those pieces fit together and who was lying or who's mistaken. I'd love to see and hear that. But we didn't. So we gotta, put some pieces together that may or may not fit. It just, I don't know. I believe she was blindsided. Let's say, let's say, just for the sake of argument, because again, I don't know her. I told y'all I stopped paying really close attention to CPS because I don't have a child in CPS. I don't have a grandchild in CPS. I don't have much in ways of ties to CPS except for, I pay taxes on my house, which go to CPS, some of it. So I haven't been paying as close attention as maybe I should. So let's just say for the sake of argument right now, she's doing a terrible job. For the sake of argument, let's say nobody likes her and she's doing a terrible job. Okay? We should know this stuff. We should hear about this stuff. And they should be making it abundantly clear what the issue is so that we can hold her feet to the fire. But everybody want transparency, but nobody want to be transparent. Y'all won't even tell us how many people voted. How many people voted? Balt boy, since you seem to be in the know, you say she was not blindsided. I don't know S. She knows nobody likes her. I've been out the loop. Of course, I've been out the loop. I said that. How many people voted for each union? How many actual votes were cast in each union? You're in the loop, right? Because I don't care if people like her. If that's what we judging people on, like, oh, she's the superintendent. Well, things are getting better, but I don't like her. If that's what we're judging people on, fire the unions. Fire the unions. That's who need to thumb up. I'm sorry. Fire the unions. Get their asses out of there. But really, that's how y'all blind bald bull. That's how y'all judging it. It's based on whether or not people like her, whether she's likable. Because I thought the goal was to educate the kids. I thought that was the goal. So we like, hey, she educating kids, scores going up, graduation going up, more kids are showing up, everything is better, but I don't like her. Is that what y'all doing? A bald bull is on YouTube. YouTube. Bald bull, I'm leaving your comment up, giving you opportunity because you wanted to keep commenting, and you seem to have. No, Daryl. Daryl says stop reading his goofy comments. He's a troll trying to get a reaction out of me. He's got it. I don't mind it sometimes. You got my attention. Now give us information. How many people voted? How many people voted? Again, y'all, I don't mind trolls. I don't mind trolls. Other people mind trolls. Trolls might irritate y'all. I'm sorry. But I don't mind them. Because even trolls might have information. And this seems to be the craziest thing to me. Nobody can say how many people voted. Nobody can say how many people voted. If you want us to believe that 6,000 people are against you, you should be able to say, this is how many people voted against you. And you should be proud to say it. 97% of the people who voted against her. Shahara said that. 97% of the people voted against her. They have no confidence in her. Okay, how many people is that? Not how many people is in the union. How many actual no confidence votes did she actually get? Individual votes. How many? That's kind of important. If you want to push the narrative that we represent 6,000 people and 97% of us are against you. Now, she said that there are people who are coming up to her. And of course, this is anecdotal. You grain of salt. But she said that there are people coming up to her saying, hey, look, I like what you're doing. Ain't got no problem with what you're doing. But, I mean, that's the union. And so that ends up being our voice. I don't agree with them, but that's our voice because it's the union. I'm not team right. Because again, I don't know Ironetta Wright. I don't know her. I don't know if she's doing good stuff. I don't know if she's doing bad stuff. I'm more of a, let me sit back and see. Let me sit back and see what the accusations are and, what, I guess, whatever data that comes out tells us. But based on what I'm hearing, a lot of the stuff is just about we don't like her. We don't like the way she's operating with us. Maybe some money stuff. They think, oh, she paraprofessionals, and we don't have as many paraprofessionals as we used to have. And she like, we got vacancies for paraprofessionals. We moving people from one building to another building where there's a vacancy. We haven't stopped hiring paraprofessionals. That's just not true. Preston says 97% of 100 people we don't know, and and that needs to be clarified in my opinion. But it's enough. Look, it's one of those things where this is, y'all know, this is part of why I don't like statistics in and of themselves, because they can be manipulated. 97% of the union voted against her. Like I said, if it was only 100 people and there's 2,000 people in that union, wow, that sounds amazing that 97% voted against her, but that means 97 out of, so I don't know. I don't know. If she was acting, she did a good job today. If she was being genuine, she's being blindsided and potentially set up. I'm gonna go to a few school board meetings because, again, I'm not plugged in. I'm not plugged in. And, for Bald Bull and others who like, well, you ain't plugged in, so you don't know what's going on, and this is what's happening. If you got the information, give it to us. How many people voted? Start with that. LaDonna, I don't think she was acting either. LaDonna say, I don't think she was acting. I don't think she was acting either. I'm just saying, because y'all know me, or y'all should. I try to leave room for everything. I try to leave room for everything. She might have just been, somebody said that she knew. She ain't blindsided. She know people don't like her. That was said on here. I put it up on the screen. So if she knew and she wasn't blindsided, then she was acting. And she's a damn good actress. She can make money acting. But that same person won't tell us how many people voted. That's shocking to me. Now, it was brought up to her that, like, look, this could be some race stuff. They coming after you because of your race. They coming after you because you from out of town. Now, so on and so forth. She said, she don't believe it's a race thing. I feel like you kind of had to say that. How would it have looked if she'd have got on the radio and said, "Show Liz, they coming after me because I'm black"? That wouldn't look good. That wouldn't look good. And she seemed like a smart lady. She know the stuff to say. But what I don't understand is, why are there some people who are so happy that she said it wasn't race? Couldn't it be? I'm just saying, couldn't it be? People don't like her because she's from out of town. And they got a problem with black people being in charge of them and not doing what they want them to do. Can't all of that be true at the same time? And I really genuinely don't understand. I'm not saying that you're bad or nothing. I don't understand people getting like giddy because she said it wasn't race. What? I don't understand how it benefits you to pretend like race can't be a factor in stuff. Look, I know racism don't exist. Racism itself does not exist. But I think we can admit that, people can be bigoted and, people can discriminate against people based on race. That's not necessarily racism. I'm not sure what it is, but it's not necessarily racism because racism don't exist. Jason says, didn't Dillingham say all 6,000 members? I'm pretty sure Dillingham did not say that all 6,000 members across unions voted in this vote. I'm going to go on a limb. I'm like 95% certain. I'm like 95% certain that that's not the case. %95, not 100. I'm 95% certain that she never said all 6,000 members across all these unions voted, and 97% of them. No, what I believe she said is we represent 6,000 people across these unions, and 97% of the people basically who voted no confidence. But she never said how many people actually voted. Let me tell you, I was in a union. I was actually a shop steward for a minute. She said all 6,000 were against her by virtue of the fact that these unions voted no confidence. Again, Jason, I think you're getting confused, and I think they do that intentionally. I think you're getting confused with semantics. I'm going to try to help you out, Jason, on what's possible, because what you're saying was not explicitly said. So I'm going to help you out, try to help you out with what was said by giving you an example. I represent 6,000 people in my union. We hold a vote, and 100 people show up to vote. 97 of those 100 people who vote no confidence. Now, I can't force the other, 5,900 people to show up. But whatever the 100 of us that show up, whatever we vote, it represents all 6,000 of us. 100 of us show up. 97 of us vote no confidence. So I can come to you, Jason, and say, look, I represent 6,000 people, and we voted 97% that we have no confidence in this lady. That don't mean 6,000 people voted. So, yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know, all 6,000 could have voted. I don't know. Bald Bull says I should get the facts before I defend it. I haven't defended anyone. Don't let your prejudice against me dictate what you hear. Hear what I'm saying. I haven't defended her. As a matter of fact, I said if she's acting, she's a good actress. That means, because you don't seem to understand this, that means that I'm leaving the possibility that she could be acting. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I said on more than one occasion, I'm not plugged into CPS. So I don't know. And I would have loved for more questions to be asked. See, that's why the role that people play, they should actually play their role and try their best to play it well. Because we need information. And I would say to the Bald Bull, you still ain't told us how many people voted. You got so much information. Why can't you just tell us how many people voted? But I don't understand the glee. Like she said it wasn't racism. So maybe because she want to deal with other stuff. But that don't mean race can't be a factor. And again, I don't understand how do you benefit from it not race not being a factor? That I don't get. I don't think race was a factor. That makes sense to me. Race can't be a factor because she said race ain't a factor. No, race could still be a factor. It's not racism because that doesn't exist. I don't understand this desire to dismiss race as a factor in like everything. And then at the same time say, I'm not saying racism don't exist. But race is just never a factor in anything. I don't know how, what, I don't know what people get out of that. I don't know. But I pretty much, that's my take on it. It's still so many unanswered questions because there were so many unasked questions. So I'll go to the school board meeting, tomorrow? I'll go to the school board meeting tomorrow. I'll pay attention. I'll go and I'll pay attention. Preston says it would be nice. Bald bull. It would be nice if they could throw out some more accurate numbers, like 80% of our 6K members turned out to vote, and 97% of them said yay or nay. Bald bull. What's the numbers? What's the numbers? You quick on here to throw out names and insults, and what about some actual numbers? Mr. Anonymous? You know what I'm saying? What's the actual numbers, Mr. Anonymous? So do you feel as though the right questions weren't asked? Very few questions were asked. And yes, the right questions were not asked. I would have had a notepad with every accusation levied against her and asked her about them. She was good about giving you explanations. Now, you can take what she say at face value or whatever, but you can also go and kind of do a little research to see if what she said was true. But yeah, almost no real questions were asked about any of the things that were said. And I'm gonna just leave that alone because I understand that you want to get people on, to bring them to the community, to give the community an opportunity to hear them, and so you really can't go too hard and all that kind of stuff because then people be, I get it, I get it. But you can ask difficult questions in a polite, pleasant way. You can even have the conversation beforehand and say, I'm going to push on some of this stuff. So, some accusations were made, and I want to ask you about them, and I'm going to push you on them. And people will normally say, okay. I've seen it. I haven't really had the opportunity to do it. Not very much. But I've seen it happen. I think a lot of times people are happy to have an opportunity to defend themselves against the charges. So they're happy to say, yes, ask me the question so I can defend myself. No one asked about the chauffeur. No one asked about a number of the things that were said. But okay, that's that. Like I said, I'll check out the meeting and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If you had to ask me right now, Emanuel, would you just right now, if you had to ask me, I really think Bald Bull thinks that this actually answers the question that I asked, which just speaks to your level of intelligence. All 6 unions voted. That's 100%, ain't it? I believe you genuinely believe you answered something, and that's it. Let me see. E-Man, there was not a lot of time to ask her all those questions. That's not true. She was there for what, 45 minutes? She was there for like 45 minutes. There was time to ask every one of them questions. Yes, it was. I didn't need to hear about turning a speedboat on a dime and aircraft carrier for the 1,000th time. That time could have been used to ask a question. You know what I'm saying? There was time. A decision was made not to ask those questions. I don't actually think it was that simple, but I'm not even going to go no further into it. Those questions could have been asked and they weren't. But it's okay. Now, if you ask me right now, Emmanuel, do you think she should stay or she should go? My answer is, if things are getting better, then I would say have her stay and see if that improvement continues. And if that improvement doesn't continue and people can kind of figure out why it doesn't, because to me, that's the important thing. Are these kids learning? I don't like her. So, Ron.
Hey, man. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So you got to give Bald Bull some leeway because he did do better than he usually do. But of course, you were right. He had an opportunity to ask all those questions, and I don't know why he don't just, come and link with you on this platform and not hide who he is. I mean, it is what it is. Why you gotta have. But I didn't have an opportunity to let you get to your the discussion that you were going to have right now. Would you go ahead and do that so I can go ahead and comment and make a comment on what we discussed yesterday?
Well, which discussion are you talking about?
The discussion where did LBJ say that the things that I told you?
Okay, what about?
But I don't want to. I don't want to distract you. I want you to get to your extra point, and ain't nobody gonna call while I'm on the line anyway. So
Well, really,
can I do that? Can you do that?
All I was really saying was that I don't know whether or not she should keep her job or not keep her job. I mean, clearly it's up to her if she leaves or if she decides to quit right now or, take a settlement. I'm sure there would be some sort of settlement or whatever.
Man, it's a trip because I told you the other day, we disagree on politics, but pretty much everything else we agree on. And I would, I don't have kids in the school system. My youngest 27. but we have to. I don't want to say tolerate the kids, but um, we have to live with the children that we're developing.
Hmm.
We have to live with them.
Very true.
So, and it's a trick because what you said about the protests and the Palestinians and all that other stuff, like I said, it was for me, it was it was emotional. But the what you said about the protests and all that other stuff is the way that we have to look at the kids right now. And if I run at it right, it is bringing something, remotely positive to the children. We have to give her, and it's a tradition. We haven't given her a chance. She said she's had one full year, and then of course with COVID and everything, she has, and it. I for her to go ahead and deal with the unions the way that we heard the unions were, because I have the utmost respect for Miss Dunn, and I've always promoted her, but what she presented to us, basically, I mean, and I, basically it's a half truth. It was just a half truth, and I'm gonna go to the school board meeting tomorrow also, because I just want to see what the vibe in the room is. But we have to, live with the children that we produce, with the public school system produce. We should all care. We should all care. And like I said, it seems to me that it's just unfair, and to have somebody take and try to turn around a school system with with the adverse repercussions of COVID, and then with the student union at her throat. It's just a no-win situation. I really hope that she doesn't leave. I really hope that she doesn't leave, but I wouldn't blame her. I wouldn't blame her. I'm gonna get out of Cincinnati as soon as I can, because I mean, Cincinnati folk are it hasn't changed since the time of slavery. We got overseers here, and we got gatekeepers here. And if you don't agree with the overseers and the gatekeepers here, the black folk here, I mean, it's just a no-win situation for anybody, black, white, and different.
Okay.
All right.
And hold on, before you let me say this. When I was listening to her and she was talking about being an outsider, and at one point she said something to the effect that, of course, this is not a direct quote, but something to the effect of, look, I'm an outsider and I want to fight, but I'm fighting by myself. I don't have the connections or the team or the whatever to have this fight with all of these people. And I was thinking that is the drawback to being, and because there's a benefit to being an outsider. You know what I'm saying? You look at a thing and you like, okay, the way that's done is wrong. The way that's done is potentially bad. We can change that. From the inside, it's just the way it's always been done, clearly. And you like, this is just how we do things. So an outsider coming in saying, yeah, but that don't work. But again, and the drawback is when people push back against you, it's just you against everybody who's saying this is how we've always done it. So this is the way we want to keep doing it. And you like, how do y'all not see this as bad? But it's just you. So I don't know. I kind of felt her on that.
Yeah, and then I did too. I mean, I think that I've been, going back and forth with the city and the county, fighting my own case, doing all this stuff myself. And I really, I really felt her with that stuff, man. It's unfortunate, especially when you try. And I really feel, I really felt like she was genuine and saying what she was trying to do as far as the kids go. That's what she do. I mean, I got my own business, and I take pride in what I do, and that's what I do. When I go places and do things that ordinary people don't do, and I go exceptional and I go above and beyond, and that's my thing. I'm like, that's just what I do. That's just what I do. I get it done. That's my thing. And like you said, she sounds so hurt and betrayed. Yeah. She sounds so hurt and betrayed. Like you said, if she was acting, boy, she a damn good actor.
Yes.
I like I said, I hope she stay, to give the kids an opportunity to be great, to give some, cause everybody kid ain't gonna be great, but she can bring greatness out of kids. And I mean, it's unfortunate to, because we want to stay with the status quo and make sure that everybody that been getting paid, get paid, and the people that didn't get paid, gonna get paid because we gonna give contracts, You know what it is. And, I just hope she stays. And I'm going to the board meeting tomorrow, too. Just to, like I said, catch a vibe in the room. And, I would encourage everybody to go out, because if you got kids in the school system or not, y'all got to grow up. We got to grow up with these kids.
All right.
We got to grow up with these kids. And you see what the kids, what we producing right now.
All right. Now, there was something else you wanted to discuss.
No, did you? I said, did you just look up the LBG?
I looked it up on the air. I looked it up on the air while we were talking. It's not proven that he actually said those words.
Did you look at my page? Did you look at Ron Dula page? I put 3 things on there that prove what I said.
Tell me.
It is what it is.
Tell me what you put up.
Oh shit! I can't see, but it was just the post that he said it from the Oval Office. This is the National Archives. Man. Again, I'll say these Negroes are getting too uppity. I will make sure I have these niggas voting. I will make sure I have these niggas voting for Democrat for the next 200 years.
Ron. Just because someone wrote down that he said that doesn't mean that he said it. I'm not even saying saying that he didn't say it. What I'm saying to you is, there's not proof that he said it.
There is proof. Do you know that everything they have to record everything? Didn't you realize that from watching Donald Trump? Come on, man. The thing about it is, just tell the truth, man. Come on. If you're trying to block for a lie, you're trying to block for a lie. I'm telling you the truth.
Who's trying to block anything? I'm telling you, I don't understand what y'all don't hear. How do y'all hear something other than what was? Come on, Ron. When you was talking, I didn't interrupt you. I let you say what you was going to say. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I don't understand how y'all don't hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying he didn't say it, right? That would be blocking. No, he didn't say that. That would be blocking. I'm saying
Okay.
No, see, that's just it. That means you're not listening very well.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
not
Go ahead.
saying that he didn't say it. I'm saying there's no verifiable proof that he did. And
Okay.
wherever you're looking, if there's a recording of it, play the recording. But there's not, because there's not proof that he said it. You might believe that he said it. I believe it's very
Okay.
possible that he said it.
Emanuel.
Yes.
Emanuel.
Yes.
So, is there National Archives?
Yes.
Does the president, when he's in the Oval Office and all that other stuff, do they record what he's saying?
Not
Do they
necessarily.
keep record? Do they keep record of what he's saying?
Not necessarily, no.
When do they keep record of what he's saying?
When they're around to keep a record. Let me tell you, there.
Okay. Now,
Ron.
if the people around him were around and they made it public record, which they do in the White House.
Who reported that he said it?
The White House recorders.
The White House recorders?
Yes. Everything. Wait a minute. Now, you trying to tell me that Donald Trump wasn't recorded in the White House?
What I'm trying to
they don't do that. They don't record. They don't record the president. They don't record what the president is saying in the White House. They don't do that. Yes or no?
Do you want me to answer?
Yes or no? Yeah. Yes or no?
So you do want me to answer?
But I want a yes or no answer.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just asking, do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, that sometimes is what they recorded LBJ on. That sometimes I got posted on my page three different
Ron, can I
posting.
Hold on, let me give you
wait. Emanuel.
Okay.
Emanuel.
Go ahead.
Three different posts. Now, now it's official record. Now you gonna tell me that the official record ain't true because we don't know if he said it?
What I'm gonna tell you is that's not an official record. Whatever it is that you're looking at, I do not believe is an official record.
Well, you do not believe, but you ain't looked at it. You do not believe, but you ain't looked at it.
Hold on. So just so I'm clear, Ron, hold on. Just so I'm clear, Ron, just so I'm clear. You're telling me that you have held in your hand an official record from the White House that says that LBJ said. Can I get the question out? Can I get the question out? Okay. You've held in your hand some official record that says that from the White House or from the National Archives that says that LBJ said those quotes. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the convenience. That's the convenience of a laptop.
But Ron, here's the issue. You believe a whole lot of stuff that you read on these daggone conspiracy websites. You believe stuff that's just not true.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. No, you believe stuff that's not true. You're exceptionally gullible. You're one of the people who they put stuff on these websites just for people like you.
I verify everything, dog. What have I said? When I told you about the Northern Lights? Now. When I told you about the Northern Lights 2 months ago, I told you something wrong. I told you that the North Star didn't line up to where the North Star lined up all my years. That was 2 or 3 months ago. I told you the Northern Lights. We shouldn't be able to see. Wait.
Why are you spending so much time talking about the Northern Lights?
Wait, because you said that.
I said that you believe stuff that's not factually accurate because you see it on a website.
But wait.
I'm waiting.
You said that was like 3-4 months ago. Now we seen it was a severe.
Why are we talking about the Northern Lights? Wait a minute. Why are we talking about the Northern Lights?
Because you said I would lock on the conspiracy theories. You said that. You said that. You said that. So let me finish. So that was 3-4 months ago. Last night and this weekend.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. It was a severe, and they don't severe magnetic storm, geomagnetic storm, where we seen the Northern Lights in Ohio and southwards.
Right.
So there was something wrong.
Right.
So there was something wrong.
Right. We saw the Northern Lights. What does that have to do with LBJ's? That won't be attributed to LBJ.
Because you said I be doing the conspiracy. No.
You believe you believe anything you read on these daggone sites. It's driving you batty, man.
I verify what I'm reading on these sites. And
how do you verify?
And what it is. The website verified me, nigga. Because we seen the Northern Lights in Ohio. We're not supposed to see. We're not supposed to see the Northern Lights. Bye, boy. Bye. Because you ain't. What's the trick is everything that I've told you. Everything I told you was correct.
Ron,
everything I told, but you won't verify. But you won't
Ron, that's not
nothing.
true. I've caught you saying things that weren't true, and you had to even come back later and say, "Okay, well, you was right. That ain't true."
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So okay. Now, okay, I can't do that with you with the LBJ thing because you ain't gonna do nothing but tell a half truth or an untruth.
Okay.
Because if you saying that it's not verifiable that he said it, you telling a flat out lie.
I'm not.
Because we can verify it.
I'm not.
You are. You are because we can verify it. But your listening audience say, "Oh, he's crazy," because Emanuel was the host and I'm the caller.
Bro, I'm not making you sound crazy. I am not making you sound crazy.
No, I ain't sounding crazy.
Well,
I said people will say that. People will say that if you don't verify.
No, why would people say that? Why would people say that you sound crazy?
Because they supposed to side with you, just like they side with Lincoln.
I'm not against you, Ron. I'm not against you.
No, they're supposed to side with you. I didn't say you were against me.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that, Ron, my side is simply that we don't know with 100% certainty. It's not verified that LBJ said that I will have N-words voting for the Democratic Party for the next 200 years. Do you believe that he said it? Sure. Do I believe it's possible that he said it? Sure. Can we verify that he said it? No.
Everything that they say on everything that the historians say. Everything that the historians say.
Just play the tape then. If you're saying that they recorded him saying it, then just play the tape.
And no, you know I can't play it safe.
Why
I
not?
don't have no access because I don't have no access to it.
But
And
you've
who
heard the
fuck
tape.
got tapes
You
anyway?
you heard the tape?
You full of shit.
Did you hear the
You
tape?
full of shit.
Did you hear the
full of
tape?
shit.
Did you
You
hear
full
the
of
tape?
shit. You
Ron,
full of shit. You
Ron, did
we
you?
read, nigga.
I'm just
we
asking.
read around here.
Ron.
We read around here.
Oh, Lord.
We read.
Ron,
We read around here.
did you hear the
Emanuel.
tape? That's all I'm asking. You can
Emanuel,
say no.
I don't know. I read. I don't have to read. I don't have to hear a tape.
So then, no,
I
you
read.
didn't hear the tape.
I read. So did you hear tape on the Bible? Did you hear Jesus say what he said?
No.
Did you hear Paul say what
No.
he said?
No, I
Did
didn't.
you hear Moses say what he said?
No.
Do you believe it? Do you believe
Whether,
it?
but see, that's
Do you
just
believe-
it.
do
It's
you
not
believe
about.
it?
I
Do you
just
believe
told
it?
you, it's not
Oh,
about whether or
boy,
not you
can't mess
believe
with
it.
me, boy.
It's about whether
You
or
can't
not
mess
it
with me.
can be
You can't mess with
proven.
me.
It's
You can't mess with me.
Oh, Lord.
No,
Oh.
hey, no.
Jesus.
Wait.
Moses, Paul.
Faith is the
One of
substance
y'all
of things
help me.
hoped for and the evidence of things not seen.
What?
Don't you believe in the Bible?
Ron,
Do
we
you
not
believe in the
talking
Bible?
about faith.
Do
We
you
talking
believe
about
in-
what is
No.
provable.
No.
We're talking about what's provable.
No, Wait, is it provable?
Ron, what are you?
By
Oh my
your
God.
standard,
What
by
are we?
your standard,
Ron.
it's not. No, you can't do me, dude.
I
You
don't want to
can't
do it.
me.
I don't want to
You
do it.
can't do me.
I don't
dude.
want to.
You like I said.
Oh.
You don't.
Ron, hold on. Can we both stop
Hey,
talking?
you-
Can we stop talking for a minute? Can we both take 3
Yeah.
seconds? Just breathe. 3 seconds. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
You ain't heard.
Ron, hold on.
anything
Oh my God. Can I get
in
it
the
out?
Bible.
Ron, can I get it out? Ron, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that he
Mm-mm.
didn't. Let me get it out. I'm not saying that he didn't say it. I'm saying it's not.
Oh, you can't prove it.
Ron, it's not verifiable. I believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it
No,
verifiable.
See, you believe. Well, like I said, I ain't gonna go through all. Oh, is it 44 or 66? I used to remember books of the Bible.
Why are we talking about the Bible?
Wait. Because you said, can you play me the recording? I said, can you play me the recording of Moses? I said, can you play me the recording of
Ron,
Peter?
here's why that's not fair. Hold on. Can I explain
Boo.
to you why that's not
Boo.
fair? Why it's not fair? Here's why it's not fair. Because you claimed that they had a recording of him saying it in the Oval Office. No one claimed they had a recording of Jesus or Moses or Paul. You did actually claim just a few minutes ago that there was a recording of him saying it in the Oval Office.
Everything that is going on in official meetings. I guess I should specify that.
So, Ron, if there's a recording, then why can't we hear the recording?
First of all, I don't have it. I don't have access to it.
Have you heard it?
I don't know where. I don't know where it is.
Have you heard
I
it?
ain't heard it, but I read. Like I said, I read. Just like I read the Bible. Just like I read.
It has nothing to do with the Bible.
See, I read. I read. No, it does. Because
I promise you it doesn't.
You get information. You get information by reading.
But Ron,
you get information by visual.
The
You get information by audio.
Ron,
but you get information.
Ron, the sources that you're using to get your information many times seem to be very much flawed.
The post.
What
the
post? What post?
The political.
Yes, even political can be false. They can post stuff that's not true.
Everybody can be wrong. Everybody can be wrong. But see, you trying to paint a narrative that's bullshit.
Okay.
Because
I apologize.
because you know why I said it. You know why I said it.
I don't.
But you weren't trying to discount me. No, you're trying to discount me.
No, I'm not trying to discount you, Ron. All I'm trying to do, Ron, I promise you that all I'm trying to do is get you to understand. Is it reasonable to believe that he said it? Sure. Is it even likely that he said it? Sure. Is it verifiable? That's a whole nother story.
Okay.
And it's not verified. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Hey, but it is verifiable. And I mean you can verify it if
I go to those wacky websites that you go to that say
it's not a wacky website because it's not a wacky website. It's verifiable in individuals and verifiable news agencies. It's not a wacky website. They don't give you no wacky website. And see that like I said, you trying to discredit me because of what I was the point. But wait a minute, Emmanuel. You was trying to discredit me because of the point that I was making yesterday. Because ain't no way we should still be voting Democrat. And we ain't got no shit out the deal. Period. Especially when somebody says these Negroes are getting too uppity. I'll make sure these niggers vote Democrat for the next 200 years when the Democratic Party was all racist. Nigga, you got to get out of here with that shit. Got to get out of here with that shit.
Okay.
Because we ain't got nothing.
All right.
We ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
We
don't even have the right to vote.
No, nigga. Well, the John Lewis bill. And the Biden had the White House and Congress and ain't do shit with it.
What did Trump do with it? What did Trump do with it?
Don't. Yeah, but the Democrats. But the Democrats. We've been voting
Ron,
Democrats.
see, here's what I don't understand.
You don't vote for me.
Ron,
you ain't glad.
Ron, here's what I don't understand. Ron, here's what I don't. Ron, can we have a conversation? Can we have a conversation?
You ain't black.
Ron, can we have a conversation? Can we have a conversation?
Go ahead.
No. I'm not saying that. Can we actually have a conversation?
Go ahead.
You don't go ahead and have a conversation. It's yes, we can have a conversation. If it's go ahead, it's you go ahead and talk. No, can we have a conversation?
Yes. Okay. We can have a conversation. Can we have a conversation? Can we have a conversation?
Yes.
Can you not bullshit me?
I don't. Do you understand how conversations work?
Okay, I know. I understand that conversation.
Okay, so let's have a conversation.
But see, don't try to twist my ass up.
So then let's have a conversation.
Okay.
Here's my position on that, what you keep saying. And I kind of gave it yesterday. I want to give it again today because I think it makes sense. I understand the point that if you're not getting something from the Democratic Party to say, maybe we shouldn't vote for them. But then you follow it up with, okay, here is an example. And your example was Joe Biden had the House and the Senate, and they didn't pass the John Lewis bill. I'm telling you, Donald Trump also didn't pass it. So you're saying to me, I want this thing.
But the John Lewis bill didn't come up with Trump's White House.
Can I get it out?
Would you agree with that? Would you agree with that?
Okay, yes. The George Floyd Act.
Okay.
Did, but can I get this
George
out?
Floyd Act did, and then the John Lewis bill didn't.
Here is what I'm saying. You say you say one thing, and you're basically what you're doing is you're setting a standard. And I'm all with setting a standard. So what you're saying is, if you want my vote, you got to do something for me, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm with that stance. But I don't understand why that standard goes away when it comes to the Republican Party. Democrats, if you want my vote, you got to do something for me. You going to do this? And they say no. And you say, I'm not voting for you. Republicans, if you want my vote, well, you ain't really got to do anything. I'm going to just give it to you. And they telling you, I'm not doing any of that shit you want. And you like, well, but I'm going to vote for you because they not doing it either. That's the part that that doesn't make sense to me. So it's reasonable to ask, hold on, this is my last sentence. And then I'm going to, because we're having a conversation. It's reasonable to me if you say, this person ain't doing this, well, go vote for that person because they'll do it, but not go vote for that person because they ain't going to do it either. That doesn't make sense to me.
You ready?
I'm quiet now. That means it's your turn to have. I'm teaching you how to have a conversation. Okay. This is crazy.
Okay. No, you ain't teaching me how to go. Anyway, so first of all, we haven't been voting Republican for the last 45 years. Now, I've been voting Democrat for almost the last 45 years.
Okay.
I'm 56. I voted. I registered to vote when I was 18, and I've been voting ever since.
Okay.
Now, Democrats have had the most opportunity to do something for us because we've been taught to vote Democrat. We've been taught to vote Democrat.
Okay, let's say that.
I voted Democrat all down the ticket since I've been 18.
Okay.
Now, so like I said, when the Congressional Black Caucus got in there, and I think it was 74. The Congressional Black Caucus was designed because Black folk couldn't get nothing done in Congress. Now, when they formed that in 74, we go through 10 years, 84. No significant legislation.
Are we gonna do
94?
We go to
all
now.
the way to all the way to 2000. 2024. No significant legislation came out of that body,
which is horrible.
Now I told you that we have overseers, and I made a comment to you last week that we were all slaves to the system. And you said we weren't slaves, but I beg to differ because those are the ultimate overseers. Those are the ultimate overseers.
Okay.
We don't get shit. They ain't gave a shit.
Okay.
They ain't produce shit.
We ain't got nothing.
Now we like I said, fast forward to 2020. Now, 2020, Joe Biden said, if you don't know, and people are often saying, I said it too, and it was inaccurate. He said that if you don't know if you are not for me or for Trump, you ain't Black. That's what he said.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Okay.
And Trump said, in that 2020 campaign, and I can't remember.
He said that's my African American over there.
No. He said.
He did say that.
He said, what the fuck ever. But I ain't talking about that. He said that. Your schools are failing. You're way down on our poverty list. What do you have to lose?
He did say
for
that.
Voting for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Now. when he got in office,
Uh-huh.
or when he was in office,
Uh-huh. The schools got
he
better?
enacted. No, no. When he was in office, not when he was in office, you know, he did leverage things that were not only for black folk, but it leveraged black folk. Not leveraged. What's the word I'm looking for?
I'm not sure, but may I ask you a question?
I'm sorry.
May I
Yes.
ask you a question?
Yes.
Did the schools and test scores and stuff go up?
Oh, that's not my point, but I don't know.
Well,
I
hold
don't
on.
know.
Let me explain quickly.
Because
Hold on. I
yeah,
want I want to
okay.
do this super quickly because
Because see,
I might have to hang up in a
that
second.
that wasn't my point. But
Right, but I'm saying
go
you
ahead.
said, Trump said, because these almost sound like the hint of a promise. Like your schools ain't no good, and you basically you ain't got no property and stuff. So what you got to lose? So if he's saying here are some things that are bad, so vote for me. What do you
Mm-hmm.
have to lose? Then you would think that
So,
in order to say, you would say, okay, the
oh
things
boy,
that
I
he
can't wait.
talked about, did they get
Mm-hmm.
better under
Yeah,
him?
yeah. Yeah. There you go. So Trump enacted a women's health bill for pregnancy because black women were disproportionately losing babies and all that other stuff. So I can't.
Did that get better under Trump?
But yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes. Now, no, yes. And also, like I said, he enacted the First Step Act. You know, white people benefited from it too, but white people usually benefit from things when policy has done. They benefit majority, but the First Step Act, we benefited
Ron, what got
majority.
better under Trump?
Gas prices, inflation.
No, that's not what we talking about. Come on, now you're being
You
disingenuous.
said was
You were talking
wait a minute,
about
what you said?
benefits for black people, and I'm asking, I'm
Okay,
giving you the. Okay,
let me go ahead and finish. You said let me.
but if you gonna say stuff like gas prices and
No. The HBCU funding had got better, which Biden did increase it, but he increased it, but Trump had it extended.
hold on, stop. Stop. You keep trying to. I'm not trying to trap you, Ron. I'm giving you.
You keep saying black folk. I'm trying to tell you.
And I'm okay. Go ahead, cause you bogging yourself down. I'm giving you an opportunity to
No, I'm
make the
trying to
case
tell.
for Trump.
I'm
What
telling
got
you.
better for black people?
More black businesses were created
Then
because he took off legislative things that were restrictions that were backing them up. That's why so many black businesses closed during COVID, because he created
wait,
so many black people.
wait.
So by empowerment zones.
Donald Trump had created empowerment zones.
You trying to tell me that?
No, I'm asking the question. I'm not trying to tell you anything.
He didn't create empowerment zones.
But you're giving him credit for empowerment zones.
He created more empowerment zones for African Americans.
Okay.
He created more empowerment zones for African Americans.
I don't think that's true, but I'll research that.
No, yeah, but everything that I tell you, you don't think that's true. It ain't
You
true.
be saying, you be saying way out there stuff.
But it ain't way out there.
Ron,
Google how many empowerment zones did Trump create for African Americans versus Biden and Obama. And Obama.
Ron.
See
Ron.
Emanuel.
I'm trying to tell you. So I'm gonna research it. Did Donald Trump either create empowerment zones or create empowerment zones for Black people? I'm gonna research it.
No, wait. See, you twisting.
What did I twist? It's what you just said.
Because you said, did Trump create empowerment zones? Trump didn't create empowerment zones. I don't know when empowerment zones were created, but Trump did increase empowerment zones for African Americans.
Okay, and that may be true. I'm gonna research it.
But see, you disingenuous.
How? I said I'm gonna research it.
Wait a minute. But see, you first you said that did Donald Trump create empowerment zones? See, that's disingenuous.
No, it's not. You said he created empowerment zones. I asked the question. You clarified it. You said he expanded them basically for Black people. And I said, I'm going to research it. What is wrong with me researching?
No, I want you to research it. But like I said, I don't trust you to be honest at this point.
Oh my God!
I just don't trust you to be honest.
Well, Ron, here I gotta go. Ron, I gotta go. But here's what I'm gonna do. I want to give you the last word. Go ahead. Just tell us what Trump did good for Black people, and this is why Black people should vote for him.
Oh no, y'all! I ain't gonna do all that shit. I'm gonna tell you that I'll link up with you at the meeting tomorrow, man. I look forward to it.
All right, Ron.
I'll get at you.
All right.
100.
All right, that was Ron. I don't know why he always think I'm trying to trap him. I'm not trying to trap you, bro. I'm not. I'm giving you an opportunity and to expand my mind, our minds. Like, I don't understand why. It just, and I know, some people get mad. I heard my man Wyatt today, and cause see, when I'm specifically talking about you, I say your name. So I don't want to be no confusion. I know you was referring to me earlier. No. I'm referring to you now because I'm saying your name. I heard Wyatt today, and Wyatt was saying, in essence, why people always talking about the Republicans ain't this and the Republicans ain't that. Why don't you just talk about the good that your party is doing? And there are people who do that, but then you got people like me. See, I'm not a Democrat. And I'm not a Republican. So again, if people are telling me don't vote for Democrats, vote for this Republican, the natural, reasonable, logical question is, what they gonna do for me? I don't believe you just change for change's sake. Oh, I've been doing this. And, or I'll use the example that Wyatt uses. Wyatt will say, why are you talking about your ex? Why you ain't talking about your girl? But the part that you leave out of that example is, if my ex is trying to get with me, then it makes sense for me to say, All right, I'm with Tiffany right now, but I don't know, Erica is trying to holler at me. I'm not going to just sit around saying, well, Tiffany do this, Tiffany do that, Tiffany do this. I'm going to ask Erica, what you offering? See, Erica is telling me what Tiffany ain't doing. And I'm like, all right, Erica, Tiffany don't cook. Do you cook? And if Erica like, why you worried about whether or not I cook? You should be worried about whether or not Tiffany cook. We already established that Tiffany ass don't cook. You trying to get me to leave Tiffany and come to you. So it's reasonable and logical for me to ask you, Erica, what you offering me that Tiffany don't give me? And it's not, again, if Erica say, hell no, I ain't cooking. But you should leave Tiffany because she don't cook. You're not giving me a reason to leave Tiffany. That whole grass is greener on the other side thing, we know that don't necessarily work. No, Tiffany don't cook. No, she don't clean. She ain't giving up the draws. She don't make me feel special. But Erica, you already told me you ain't gonna do that stuff either. But I got a history with Tiffany. I'm with her. I can work with her on things. I know what I'm getting and what I'm not getting. You telling me to come and be with you, but you telling me you not gonna give me what I'm already not getting over here. I don't even know if we can work together. You got to give me something to work with. Ron says the definition of insanity, which, by the way, this is not true. But Ron says, and I'll put it up for you. Ron says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And you don't have to agree with it, but it is what it is. That's not the definition of insanity. Matter of fact. Insanity, the state of being seriously mentally ill. That's the definition of insanity. It's not doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Sometimes that can be exceptionally sane. I've given y'all the example. It wouldn't even make sense in my example to do something different. Because you know that eventually, if you keep doing this, it's going to work. So that is not the definition of insanity. I read the whole thing. So I'm just saying, all of these examples that y'all give, and to me, it's only reasonable. Ron says, Donald Trump said, y'all schools is failing. Y'all won't own no homes. What do you have to lose? Donald Trump takes office. The schools are still failing and we still don't own no homes. Well, that's not a criteria to vote for them, but it's a criteria that you want me to use to stop voting for them. Y'all ask me to be smart. Be smart. You've been with them for so long, it ain't getting nothing. It's time for change. Change to what? Change to what? We've gotten some games. Clearly, we've gotten some games rolling with these guys. And all the games that we got rolling with these guys fought against it. If we want to vote, we don't want them to vote. They can vote. We want health care. We don't want y'all to have health care. We got health care. You know what I'm saying? All the games that these guys gave us, we know they don't really care about us. Nobody really cares about us. Really, you are the only ones who care about you. But everything I got over here, they said no to. They fought against it. And you want me to just drop them because they ain't gave me everything that I want and go with the people who didn't want me to have anything that I got. And that's why I be trying to give people an opportunity like, okay, then tell me, what do they offer? Because maybe they offering stuff that my eyes haven't been open to. So open my eyes to it. Y'all might not believe it, but I have an open mind to a lot of things. I'm open to change. Tiffany gave me a house. Tiffany gave me a car. Tiffany gave me, children. Tiffany gave me money. Erica, you said that end don't deserve a house. Tiffany gave it to me anyway. You said that end don't deserve a car. Tiffany gave it to me anyway. That end don't deserve no kids. Tiffany gave it to me anyway. That end don't deserve a job or no money. Tiffany gave it to me anyway. And now, Erica, you talking about come and be with me. You didn't want me to have nothing that I got. You fought against everything that I got with everything that you got. And you're not offering anything. But you want me to come and be with you, and I shouldn't even ask? What do I get out the deal? I should just change for change's sake. Come on now. And you want to try to make me feel silly for asking what's in it for me. I'm slow to the beat because I ask what's in it for me. No, it's reasonable for me to ask what's in it for me. It would be unreasonable for me to not. That's the reason why you're trying to tell me to not vote Democrat, because they not giving me nothing. But now you just want me to change and not expect anything. That's not logical or reasonable or responsible. If y'all want people to change, give them the reason that they should change. And the reason shouldn't be, because you can't on one hand say, don't talk negative about him, just talk positive about him. So I say, then why should I change? And all you got is negativity about the Democrats. Why should I stop voting Democrat? Well, the Democrats ain't did this, and the Democrats ain't did that, and the Democrats ain't did this, and the Democrats ain't did that. Hold on, didn't you say don't talk about your ex? So don't tell me nothing negative about him. Don't tell me nothing negative about them. When I ask you why should I change, tell me something positive about what I'm changing and going to. How is it fair for you to talk negative about Democrats, but it ain't fair for me to talk negative about Republicans? Again, I'm neither. But I can see where gains have been gotten by black people voting Democrat. I can see it. I get my health insurance off of the exchange thanks to the Affordable Care Act that Republicans are against. Why should I vote for Republicans who want to take away my health care? They fought against it. They tried to overturn it. Well, you ain't got nothing from the Democrats. I get health care. I had a right to go out on the market and find a health care plan that works for me and my family. And if they had their way, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would just have to sit here and hope I don't get sick and hope my tooth don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? I hope that my vision just magically get better. Ron, I'm telling you one right now. The Affordable Health Care Act, or Affordable Care Act, or whatever the official name is. Obamacare. Ron says, tell me what gains. You can't name one. I just named you one. Democrats did that. Republicans were against it. Tried to repeal it over and over and over. You said tell you one. I just did. Without it, right now, I would be trying to get Medicaid or Medicare or whatever it is. And you know the Republicans would be against that. He's an able-bodied man. He don't need no daggone Medicaid. He don't need no medical card. Ron says Obamacare raised prices for every individual that had insurance and are working and did not guarantee that they could keep their doctors. Prices increased and there's a tax penalty if you don't get Obamacare. It didn't benefit us. Ron, I'm telling you right now, it benefits me right now. Like this very second. I could pull out my insurance card. You know why I have that insurance card? Because of Obamacare. That's why I have it. Remember Trump tried to overturn that? I'm just trying to think. If you want me to go to the other side, and this is for all of y'all who are out here, Jason says, stop entertaining a dude who doesn't even know how to get an ID. It's not, Ron ain't the only one who out here trying to convince black people to not vote Democrat. And then if you ask them, well, then what do the Republicans offer? They get an attitude like, how dare you ask what the Republicans offer? So what do they offer? But why you asking about that? Like, it's crazy to ask the question. He's not the only one. There's a lot of them out here doing it. A lot of them. All I'm really trying to say, all I'm trying to say to y'all, I'm not even saying y'all wrong. As it stands right now, I don't agree with y'all. But I'm not even saying y'all wrong. I'm trying to get y'all to understand, and I'm trying to get some of my people to feel, because they try to shame you when you ask the question. They try to shame you, make you sound stupid and all that kind of stuff. Like, how dare you ask what Republicans have to offer? Only a weak-minded person would ask what Republicans have to offer. Only somebody who don't understand policies would ask what Republicans had to offer. Only somebody who don't this. Like, no, it's reasonable. Whoever you invest your stocks with, if he told you don't invest your stocks, don't let him be your broker, let me be your broker, you was asked, what's the benefit of leaving him and coming to you? You slow to the beat. No, you're not slow. You're asking. It is fine to want to know what is the benefits of changing what you're doing. Don't let people convince you that you're stupid because you want to know what you get out the deal. That's not stupid. That don't make you a slave or a parrot or any of that stuff. It's reasonable. So instead of trying to shame me into not voting for the Democrats. Convince me to vote for whoever it is that you want me to vote for. Show me what they're going to do to make life better for me or for my people. Don't try to shame me. You on the plantation. Make a good case for whoever you want me to vote for. Make the case. We'll listen. But y'all don't have to feel ashamed no matter what they call you. No matter how they label you. You don't have to feel ashamed to ask, what's in it for me? I'm telling you, you don't. Twin?
What's up, young blood?
How you doing, sir?
I'm alright. My stomach hurt though from earlier. Listen to Ron.
Wasn't nothing wrong with Ron.
No, I know, man. He just cracked me up. So I like that part of the show when you get out here. Hey, man. With this voting and all that, I don't think I'm a voter, man. You know, like I said before, man, I'm not a politician guy, man.
It is hard to understand what you're saying.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I say with this voting and all that, I don't think I'm gonna get into that because I ain't really no politician guy, man. That's for the birds, really. Like I said before, I voted for Obama because I thought he was gonna make some noise or whatever he did. Only on little small issues of health care, like you said, which Trump tried to overcome. There was a good health care plan and all that. But back in the day, E-Man, when Johnson signed that bill, whatever, and they saying we was getting uppity, black folks was about to make some noise. And they had to shut it down. When Malcolm X and who was that? Malcolm X and Hampton, I think, Fred Hampton, when they was conflicted and all that, once to each other. What you call said, if y'all stop this madness, I'm gonna fund y'all, and we go over. I think it was Sam Cooke or one of them told them that. Can you recall?
I don't recall.
Yeah, black folks about to take her like black folks had black banks and everything else, and they knew we was about to take off, and they want to flood this drug, our community with the drug, pump it along. If you want this welfare to stay, you better say he beat your ass and all that, or get him out that house. It was some crazy stuff that was going on in the game. They knew that we was about to take off. They said, no, we can't have that. Back in the day, you can go to, the black community was helping one another. Preachers and, blessing the community and all that. You go up there right now, try to ask them for $1. They said we short of funds or whatever the case may be. But black folks was about to take off, man. It just took that devil-filled junkie to come in and stop the black folks from what they was doing, man. That's how I see it. You agree?
I don't 100% understand what you're saying. It took who to stop what black folks was doing?
You said what now?
It took who to stop what black folks was doing?
Johnson, that president, when he signed that, when he knew black folks, when they say uppy and everything, that means black folks about to take off. They got word that what the black community was doing. And now they say, no.
And you're saying that Johnson signing the Voting Rights Act stopped black people from progressing?
I believe so.
How?
If I'm not mistaken. Either it was Johnson or I think when he the president when Hoover was there, the FBI guy.
Well, a number of them were. He was there for a number of presidents. But how did
either him or the other, I forgot what, Nixon, I think it was Nixon, I want to say, not John, Nixon. He got word that we was about to take off, the black community.
Okay.
Oh, these Negroes getting too uppity for me. Here we go. They got word Malcolm X and Hampton was feuding or whatever, I think back in the day. I think that's the right one. I got to go back and look at it, whatever. But That's how it was, and they got word that we was about to take off, and they want to flood this community with drugs and other
Okay.
so-called issues that was going on. So they really destroyed the black community, man.
I
So,
believe that they did play a huge role in destroying the black community. I believe so did the people who decided
look,
to sell those drugs.
yeah. Well, but look at it, Emmanuel. Some people like a lot of black people is Democrats.
Okay.
Some people been voting for them Democrats 40, 50, 60 years.
True.
Where have it got? Where have it got though, man? You got the Democrats here at the House for a long time. They had the opportunity to straighten out these damn kids. No, they didn't want to straighten them out. You can't whip their ass. No, we gonna put some dope. We gonna put this medication. Now your kids diagnosed with ADHD, which probably ain't did no study on. Just want to put it out there. Some act right that make you act right in class for 8 hours. Then next hour you at home, you acting a donkey again. Man, that's bull crap, man.
Wait a minute, hold on,
So,
Twin. I just want to make sure I understand. You're saying it's the Democrats' fault that people believe you can't whoop your kids?
yeah, it's their fault or whatever, because they could have, man, the only thing they come with your vote, especially the local Democrats, whatever, they come in your community 4 years, senior the next 4 years. And people right now is woke, man. They understand they can't get this and all that. Like inflation, this inflation stuff wasn't like this, man. So that man got out of office. Soon as he got out of office, he come to gas prices
Wait a
and all
minute,
that.
but you
And
do
people
know
look at stuff like that.
Hold on, but Twin, you do understand that there was a global pandemic and recovering from that global pandemic. Like, America's economy is not the worst economy. I mean, even among like the G20, I believe it is, the inflation in America is not the worst. It's a global thing. It's not, Biden got in and the economy turned bad. No, the economy turned bad because of COVID. And that began under Trump.
Man, they knew this shit was going to happen anyway.
They knew what was going to happen. COVID?
They knew all that COVID, all that crazy stuff.
Then wouldn't that be under Trump because Trump was the president? If they knew it was going to happen.
When he getting out of office, he only hit a couple of months.
No.
He was getting out of office. COVID didn't hit to 20, man.
COVID hit in 2019.
Office, right?
That's why it's called COVID-19.
We're at the end of the 19, then.
Okay. But if they knew, but Twin, hear what I'm saying. If they knew it was gonna happen, the they that knew it was gonna happen would have been the they that were in office at the time, right?
And who was
that
in
would have
office
been
at the time?
Trump.
He was getting out of office.
But he was right. He was in office when it happened. So if he knew it was gonna happen before it happened, then that would make it his fault, right?
If you say so.
No, I'm just saying. Now, if you think about it reasonably,
you're right. But still,
I don't think that they knew it was gonna happen.
Man, the government know everything, man.
They don't.
If y'all knew it was, if China got it there, why would y'all allow them to come over and spread it to us?
They don't know but that's just it. They don't know everything. They don't.
Man, if they knew, all right, man, it's crazy. One day you'll understand. Oh, well, anyway, I ain't gonna vote for them. I ain't gonna vote for neither one, probably.
Okay.
I can care less or whatever. People get mad at me. I was Twin, you should vote. They gonna take your health care. Oh well.
Well, you actually mean you mean you couldn't care less, and I couldn't care less whether or not you vote.
Man, they've been hollering that stuff for what, 50, 60 years, man. What they gonna do? If they saying all that, the Democrats should put a stop to this madness, man.
Well, let me go on record. Let me go on record right now. Twin, I'm encouraging you to not vote.
It's my opportunity. I mean,
but I don't think you should do it. I don't think you should do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
There you go. We on the same page.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I thought about it, but no.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Get into that.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
It don't make no sense to me.
That's right. Don't do it.
But that's how some people No, for real.
No, I'm
That's
for
how
real.
some people look at. That's how some people looking at it right now, man. The black community and all that.
Mhm.
Like, man, they been in here. The Democrats doing what they doing for us. So they probably will go Trump route. I ain't saying all the way, but I'm just saying they probably, vote for Trump, man. The way it's looking.
Bottom line is, though, we both agree you're not voting.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey, with that lady, I don't think she put up on a puppet show, man. I think she was telling the honest to God truth. And it's a shame, man, that when a black folks and stuff, y'all cry about the white man, but when a sister, a black brother come in there, y'all want to, go against. And one thing about Cincinnati, y'all know, y'all don't like no out of towners, man. Y'all, but I don't see why since y'all got all this manners and y'all know all these people from out of town, why you ain't get nobody just local? Since y'all know there's always be a problem with people from out of town, why don't y'all drive somebody local? Since it's an issue and everything with out of town. From the chief of police now to superintendent. Then Cincinnati had what? 78 superintendent, something like that.
I don't know. They've been around for a long
I
time.
forgot. That's a shame, man. That lady can't do her job. She trying to, but she can't just fix it all in 1 year or two. She just got here.
It does seem unreasonable.
That's crazy, man. And black, and y'all let that lady come on there and clown like that. And they sisters right there behind. I want to know, man, where they get these damn votes from? 97% or whatever.
Well,
You
but
mean all 90?
No, we don't know how many people actually voted, though.
But 97%, right?
Right, but it could have only been 100 people.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's all I had to say. I ain't gonna cuss you out today.
I appreciate that.
I say that for Ron.
But again, do not vote.
I got to August to make up my mind.
No, we just agreed you're not voting.
I don't listen to you.
We agreed.
Like listen to a brick wall.
Bro, we just agreed that you wouldn't vote. It wasn't my suggestion. I'm agreeing with you that you should not vote.
I ain't gonna listen to you. What's wrong with you? I'm
Bro,
gonna listen to you.
Look,
sometimes you be extra, man.
Take my word for it, man. Don't vote. Don't vote.
I got to August to make up my mind.
Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it.
Man, all right. Well.
All right.
Bad, man.
Don't do it.
All right, bad.
All right. All right. All right. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. All right, y'all, I got to get out of here. I just, I'm like that dude on the Chappelle show when he told dude, don't drop that cake. I'm like that with twin voting. Don't vote. Don't you vote. Don't you vote. If the brother don't want to vote, I'm down with him not voting. He don't have to vote. He don't have to vote. Y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I did not say no 5:30, David. I did not say 5:30. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I got a few things I got to go do. Thank y'all for spending a little time with me and supporting me. I appreciate it. It's wet and raining, but if you got to be out and about anyway, the least you could do is be the reason that somebody smiled today. Till next time.